Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. I'm not turning the camera on yet because I'm not done dancing. 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday today. I'm having a good day. The sun's out, the sun is shining. Awashi was a really good episode this morning. Went outside, got some sunshine, ate some food, came back here. Wasn't able to do summertime rendering yesterday, but we're here today to get it done. What's up, Chuns? Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Ushan. Did you get a chance? Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I don't know if you've seen the episode yet, but it is a good one. Really good episode. Man, summertime rendering. Got the board right there. What's up, Mateus? We left off last week with a lot happening. I had to take a look at the board to be like, what happened? One glance and it floods back into my brain. Last week was crazy. Last week was crazy. Long story short, we had a conversation with Heine, mother, all that good stuff. Everyone died, and we were able to gain more information while being able to, at the last second, loop back with, with Ushio. So this should be interesting to see how this goes. I suspect, it should be easier to convince Hizuru that Ushio isn't bad since she watched her materialize before her eyes at the end of last week. So here we go. Let me mute this music. Let's get started. Boy, oh boy. All right, pause. And 1 and 2. All right. Start of part 2. That's right. It is the start of part 2. New opening. New ED too. Okay. All right. Summertime rendering. I almost said Awashi. Summertime rendering episode 13. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't look at the opening. Good. All right. Thank you. Wrong volume. Wait. Ah! Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it. I have to realize. Yes, you did. Domed. Hmm. Uh-huh. Eye is made of shadows? Ushio gave it to you. Unnecessary butt shot. How did you figure that out? Wait, what? We can do that? We can do that? Is that what they did on the beach? I thought she brought them into memories, not update them. That's what they did? I don't remember that. I really don't. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Mm. Mm. Makes sense, makes sense. She did choke the hell out of Ushio, so. Okay. Okay. Right. Like, what would that? Yeah, good question. That's what I was about to say. Like, what would you do? Okay, can't look at it. I don't remember the memory thing. I do not remember. I don't remember the memory thing on the beach. Like I remember like looking at the video. I remember going into the memories. I don't remember the memory download. That's a me thing though. This opening gives me mid 2000s vibe. This reminds me of the mid 2000s. Yep. I get that mid to late 2000s vibe. Okay. I like it. I can say that. I seen a lot of flashing out of the corner of my eye. Lost. Okay, there we go. Is this Tokiko? Yeah. So I wonder, the shadows have to continually update, right? In order to keep their form. Does that mean they still have their mom's body somewhere that the shadow can consistently update so that she doesn't lose her form? Right? Ushio contacted Shinpei. I wonder if they mean that as like a before she died? That's interesting. That's right, Black Picture. You're right. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah. If they absorb the body, there's no need to do that. You're right. You're completely right. It did a little bit. I can't place it. Same as Ushio. We were we were thinking that in the Discord. We definitely were thinking that in the Discord. Or someone could just be calling from her phone. It could always be that case. We were thinking that Hayane was someone that she knew. Asako, who's that? Is that the person who Hayane took over? Thank you. I don't. I'm gonna have to rewatch a bunch of times. I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Wait, are we saying that in last episode? Um, are we saying from last episode? I don't remember. Did this happen? Could Ushio have poofed her body so that she didn't need to do this anymore, or have to worry about updating her data? Did that happen? That's right. I feel like this isn't. I don't think this is gonna go to plan. Right? There's no way that this goes identical to plan. No, not at all. Not at all. That's why I'm like, there's no way we can bank on that. Like, there's no way. She's dead off rip. This is it's a scuffed run. It's a scuffed run. There's no way this goes to plan. Dude, I was oh, he's here. Dude, I was stressing this in the Discord. I have it recorded. I should have uploaded it. I was stressing this like crazy. Doesn't work on him. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work on him. She's cold, bro. She's cold. I'll never question her again. I'll never question her again. I'll never do it. I'll never do it. I'll never question her again. Oh, I was questioning her. She did that. She did that. Woo-hoo! It was empty. What do you mean? I won't say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Where are we? Where are we? What day is it? What day was it raining? It rained on the 20th. No, where are we? Dog, we went back like 14 years. They're twins. Are they twins? Yeah, they're twins. If we knew that, I'm sorry. I forgot. That's his mom. Okay. I was wondering if that was his mom. So it's 2018? But how are we tapping into this memory? I was gonna ask. I was like, who is that? I was like, that looks like him. That looks like him, but I was like, I don't know who it is. Who it is? I swear he looks just like a perfect mixture between the both of them. The guy in the glasses with the brown hair. He's the what's the I don't want to call him a pastor. He's not a pastor. The guy at the shrine. Him. The priest. The priest. The priest. The priest. Can't think of the name. We've been thinking he's the bad guy for the longest. He said a diving spot. You think it's possible he was down there? Because we know they're under the they're down those caves. Those caves. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Yeah. He's probably diving and found an entrance to the cave. That's a good call. We are spending a lot of time back here. A lot of time back here. Yeah, probably Archie, dude. Good point out. Okay. I wonder how much longer we waited until after they left before something happened. Lights on. There she is. That's dirty. That's dirty. That's dirty. Why it end like that? Why did it end like that? That's dirty. She had two eyes. Yeah, Ryunosuke. A couple episodes they said Ryunosuke took her eye. There's since like episode 3. There's it's still not as dirty as that one. But since like episode 3, there's always been a name blurred in the credits. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Yeah, I don't know. Because Hizuru said that Heine, or the girl that got copied to become Heine, was her friend. So I'm wondering if there was the girl and then she got copied, or if she was under the assumption that there was a girl and she got copied and she knew her. I wonder. I like that. I don't want to see the title. I don't want to see it. Oh, buddy. I don't want to. I had some fill-ins. That's what we've been thinking that too. That that the big dude's name is probably blurred out, because if you knew it, it would probably reveal something to you. I feel this was a really good episode. You want to know why it's really? No, I'm not going to go down that path. I won't be annoying. But I've been harping on things that should be done, how things should be, how you should do things, and how certain characters aren't taking things the right way. I've been saying this for a while now. And to get a scuffed run, because that's what we got, a scuffed run. I've been saying this for, I want to say like 6 weeks. I've been saying that for like I've been saying it, hell, maybe since the big festival, like episode 5. Since that point, I've been saying there's going to be a run where we loop and we get killed damn near instantly and we get nothing from it. But in this situation, we got a hell of a lot from it. I was thinking there was going to be a situation where we loop, and because we're just who we are and we navigate through the loops like this, we mess up really bad and just get killed and have to restart. We got way more information than I ever thought you would get from a scuffed run. Hell, it's making me feel like the scuffed run should have come sooner. We could have had a little bit more information. We could have operated a little bit better. From this scuffed run, we learned, from the scuffed run, we learned that she can loop and follow us. Like, granted, we knew that a few of us knew that he was marked. So no matter what, he would get found, right? No matter what, he was going to get found. I still have the recording from the Discord stream last week where I was saying this, like, ad nauseum, it feels like. Now I'm thinking back on it. But I'm like, from where we were following our loops were moving more and more to the more and more ahead of time. And when he got marked and we seen that the marked followed him through a loop, initially you're just like, oh, but it's just like, if he's looping till after the funeral, he's been on this island and he's already come in contact with shadows with the mark on his arm. And if Shinpei is like on autopilot, like Shinpei, the body, is on autopilot, just drone following through the events that happen until he loops back into his consciousness, he's not going to know that there's a mark on him. So whenever we loop back, I'm like, the guy, when we first get off the boat, the guy standing right there as everyone is going onto the island, he is a shadow. The moment Shinpei steps off the boat, he's already found out. And the fact that Heine is like, yes, I marked you. I found you, and this is just a matter of time. I feel like I even said, like, this series could turn into like a race. It's just who's quicker. Like, who's quicker? It's just like, how fast can she find him? And now hopefully we can control our loops, right? Hopefully we can control our loops, because if we can control our loops, I would loop back to the boat every single time and make sure I can cover my arm up so that no other shadow can see the mark. And eventually, as she's going through, she'll end up finding us. Now we're just playing chess on how we navigate around the island when she's doing something, because I don't think that Heine and Big Shadow Dude is just going to go on a rampage looking for us. They're going to position themselves in places where we are going to be, and then when we come across each other, we come across each other. So it's just like now you're just playing a game. I have no idea. I have no idea where the next starting point is. We looped so far in the future this last time. You can't gauge it anymore. There's no way to gauge it. There's literally no way to gauge it, especially now that we're in Hizuru's memories, and we've been in her memories for a long time. This is a new experience for us as far as like duration of us being in these memories. There's no telling what the next point is, because even last time, if you would have really told me like he's looping until after the funeral, I would have been like, yo, you're bugging. Like, you're really bugging. No way. Because we're skipping so much. We're skipping the walk up to the hill. We're skipping getting changed. We're skipping going to the funeral. We're skipping the funeral itself. We're skipping we're skipping all of that. There's no way that happens, and that did happen. So there's no way to gauge it. There's no way to gauge it. I wouldn't be surprised if we went backwards. I would like it if we went backwards. If we go even more forward, that would be crazy. Like, that would legit be crazy. Because you don't want to get to a point, this is the whole thing, where if Shinpei can't control his loops, we know that this confrontation with Shiori, with Heine, happens evening of the 22nd. You can't, like, the whole thing is, you can't loop to that point, because if we loop to that point and everything starts happening, she's there. They're waiting for you. The drop is there. Like, they got the drop on you. We can't, like, the loop can't. We went from, man, we don't want this loop to go too far, till we have a confrontation with Heine and Big Shadow Dude evening of the 22nd. We went from having a 3-day window to a couple of hours. We literally have like a small window. Like, we have the smallest window, because if we find ourselves looping back into that situation, Heine is just going to loop back and find us in the same situation and done us off again. It's like, this is tough. The degree of difficulty went up. Before, back when Shinpei had got copied, and then you could make Shadow Shinpei, and then you can find out that, oh, they loop. Now, since he's gotten marked, it went from, I've been saying this. It went from Shinpei's in the driver's seat before he got marked, until he gets copied, and then he's not in the driver's seat anymore. And then when he got marked, I was thinking, like, we need to see what this mark is going to, like, lead to, because it's hard to say what the mark will do. Now, what we know the mark will do, he's not in the driver's seat anymore. There is no more being in the driver's seat. It is now equal. If not, the field is against you. The only equalizer that you have is that Ushio is a shadow. So you're not fighting two monsters in your human self. So, we completely went from being in the driver's seat to a bunch of fumbles and mistakes having us never be in the driver's seat. We're not in the driver's seat. We're just navigating around Heine now. It's a game of cat and mouse, and we're the mouse, and we just need to figure out a way how we can snare the cat. That's why like from a not knowing standpoint, I was like, dude, we can't fumble like that. We can't act like we got it all in the bag, all in the bank. There's too many unforeseen issues. We need to be a little bit more careful. And us being like this, we've literally stuck ourselves in a losing situation. We are in a losing situation. It can turn and we can flip this thing, but I'll be damned, we got to do a hell of a lot to flip this thing. All because of a couple of fumbles along the way that we could have prevented, but lessons had to be learned. That's why I was harping and stressing like, yo, you can't be fumbling like this. Right? You can't fumble like this. And he was fumbling. Whew. Hi, hi. Every timeline is dangerous because every timeline is dangerous. She they made eye contact. She knows that he's looping and she can loop too. Like the whole thing is it's like this is really live die repeat Edge of Tomorrow. It really is. I made that comparison earlier and then I rescinded it because I'm like, it's not like that really. But no, it really is now. Yeah, anytime Shinpei loops, she knows. She knows because it's you. Yeah, it's like anytime he loops, she knows. She loops. So he loops, she loops. And it's just a game of cat and mouse. It's just like, if she can capture him, if they can capture Shinpei and stop him from being killed, get to Festival Day so that she becomes full power, then I feel like she wins. But if Shinpei can kill himself, right? If Shinpei can kill himself before that point, he just loops. It's like we're here, we're battling, we disappear. You follow us. And it's just like we're knowing, we're going back and forth. If I can get to this point of power, I can end this. But you won't ever let me get to that point because you keep restarting it. You keep restarting, and I keep trying to track you down to stop you from restarting. That's what it is. That's pretty much what it is. But this really is Edge of Tomorrow. Because I don't want to spoil that movie. But this really is Edge of Tomorrow. Where, damn, I'm not going to spoil that movie. It's an older movie at this point, but I'm not going to spoil it. But this really is Edge of Tomorrow. Anyone that has seen Edge of Tomorrow, you get what I'm saying. Just like the cat and mouse game that's being played between an individual that can continually loop after they die. I think she only knows when she sees the mark. Yeah, she's locating the mark and she can find it. Can our gang help with the help of Ushio create Shin Hizuru's shadows, then quickly dispose of them in order to make them immune from getting copied again? That's a good call. Damn, Gamer Vibe, that's a good call. I don't know. In theory, Ushio should be able to do that. In theory, Ushio should be able to do that. Create, in theory, copy Shinpei, create Shinpei, Shadow Shinpei, kill Shadow Shinpei, so now he's immune to being copied. That's a good call. That's a good call. She can only follow the timeline after he wakes up. Yeah, I don't think it'll take that. There isn't, not yet. As on the 22nd, no, there isn't. You got to remember, Shinpei throughout the course of doing the funeral a couple of times has stopped himself from being copied at the funeral. He only gets copied now, it's locked in place now. He would only get copied on the morning of the 23rd after his encounter with Shiori. The fact of the matter is, Shinpei's never going to get copied again. I don't see that ever happening. There's no reason to. Because Shiori only was copying him because she had no idea. Haine had no idea who Shinpei was. She knows there is no encounter where a Shiori would copy him again because that's the only individual that would do it. She was the only individual copying him. It was always Shiori. But now it would just be I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to copy you. But at this moment, there is no more Shadow Shinpei. So Shadow Shinpei can only exist the morning of the 23rd. But now that he's been marked, Shiori would never do that. Shiori would literally just capture him. Yeah, there's no reason to kill Shinpei would for Haine to kill Shinpei would just be shooting yourself in the foot because when Shinpei dies he loops. So if Haine kills Shinpei, she just sends him through the timeline again and she has to track him down again. So the whole point of this fight is Haine has to capture Shinpei and keep him from dying so that they can get to the night of the festival, sacrifice damn near everyone on the island so that she can become full power again. That's her plan. Shinpei's plan is we need to stop her, and if I end up looping, we're good. Because I feel like once she becomes full power, she'll become stronger than Shinpei, and at that point, the reality that she views what she views becomes reality because she'll be stronger, and therefore she'll win. That's my headcanon or logic that I'm using. But since the both of them both have the ability to look at something and have it become reality, not like they're both fighting for that. So if Shinpei continues the loop, there's no way that she can consolidate that. Excuse me. Yeah, it seemed like it was like some sort of like mindless monster. It felt like it held the form, but a little bit, not a lot. And maybe it could be like some bizarro situation like with Superman. It could be something like that. Maybe she could never, that third Ushio we saw could never be Ushio, could fill in, but just hold the appearance. I don't know. That was weird too. Yeah, we need to know who Soulsfire was talking to on the phone. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But every time Shinpei loop could get later. I think I get what you're saying now, Ray. I think under the information we knew early in the series, yes. I can say that. Under the information we knew earlier in the series, up until last week, yeah. Just keep killing him. He'll keep looping. And we'll just force him to be looping and coming back and on the 24th. To the point where it's too late. But from what the big shadow guy said last week, is that there is a possibility that Shinpei can master this power. And if he can master this power, the idea I feel like is that he could insert himself anywhere in the timeline. Just like Heine can insert, it seems like she can insert herself anywhere in the timeline. Her going anywhere in the timeline does her nothing because she needs to stop the person that is looping. So she's combing through the timelines, finding the marked Shinpei. She finds him, he's the one that's looping. So if he masters the power, it feels like he can go anywhere. He would just be able to, like, right now it feels like his power is activated when he dies. If he gets mastery of his power, he could just, at any point in time, just go into the timeline and just take off. That's what it feels like. So it's like we can go, like, maybe the logic is keep killing him until we keep forcing it more and more. But what if there comes a point in we kill him on the 23rd, he loops to halfway through the 23rd, somehow, some way figures out how to control his power. And we just shot ourselves in the foot because we kind of helped him out. It could be something like that. Yeah. So it's like eventually, I feel like one of these times, if they really want to get crazy, because I called the scuff run like 2 months ago. But if they really want to get crazy, you can either do, and they're kind of doing it now with the memory thing, where you can have Shinpei loop to years ago. Right now, he's just in the timeline. He didn't loop. He's not done with looping yet. He's just combing through memories and timeline shenanigans. But you can have him actually loop to way before this festival incident. Or, oh man, what was the other thing I was gonna say? You can have him do that. Or you can have him, I feel like that's impossible. Having him loop to after the incident would be crazy. But I feel like that wouldn't work. But maybe I can, anything is possible in this series, in my opinion. Anything is possible. But I can see us encountering some run where we end up looping again back to the ferry. And we're on the ferry again. And we don't know why. There a possibility that state can be used by human. That's a good thought too, Black Picture. That is a good thought. Maybe Shinpei as a person can't use it. Interesting. Maybe we'll see how Heine killed Ryunosuke in the next episode. I think we got a glimpse of it, right? I won't be able to find it like that. Didn't we get a? Do you think that that image of her? When was that? Maybe it was around here. You think we saw it a little bit, maybe? Because there was a Heine with two eyes and she was like screaming. I think had a knife in her hand and there was blood. I think that could have been it. I think that could have been the moment in which right there, found it. I think this is it. This might be it. Let me do this. Yeah, I think this is it. I'll move my face. I think this could have been the moment in which she kills Ryunosuke, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe Ryunosuke is killed in front of her, because this looks like blood being splashed on her. She's crying, but I don't know if this is an angry scream or a scared scream. I don't know. Ushio said that this episode she might be able to get rid of Shiri's shadow by deleting her. Yeah, you know what? Maybe she could reverse the mark on Shinpei's hand. That would even the playing field a lot. It's a good call. I don't know though. It won't work because Big Shadow Guy said he is rendering the world from what he sees. Kid version of a kidnap. That's a good. What's up, Random Joe? I don't know, man. This episode was crazy. This episode was crazy. I like this episode a lot. Yeah, I don't think so either. It's hard to tell, but this kind of looks like she's scared. She's either she's witnessing something that's just horrific, and that's not her blood, I don't think. Even though some blood is darker than the others. Like you see, like over. Can you see my cursor? You can't see my cursor. Like this is like reddish, but then this right here is black. Blood can be black, but I don't. Something's telling me it's not the same. Interesting. It's a next week is gonna be the one when we figure that out. This could either be the original one, the original Heine, the girl, or this could just be a copy. How can she be the original and no one knew where she came from? I don't know. Maybe it could be censorship. Yeah. Is this an no? Oh, hold on. Let me bring that back. How far does it go back? Okay. Interesting. Left hand is up. Hold on up. That's a fingernail. This is a fingernail. Do you think that's someone's hand like reaching in to her? Or could that be like, because that's a weird hand position. Right? If this hand right here. Right? If this hand right here is her hand, that means her hand would have been like this. I don't know. But if this is someone's hand reaching in like that and we're looking at it, you get what I mean? I don't know. You know what? It does look like she's eating, huh? Because it's like all dripping from her mouth, like right here. Yeah. And it's the same coloring. This is the same coloring from when we saw the flashback a couple episodes ago. Whenever she found Ryunosuke's body, it was like that sunsetish, like orangey tint. Like that's the color that's back here. So this is definitely that moment. This was definitely that moment. Definitely that moment. Hmm. But why would she be crying? That's the question. Why would she be crying? If she's the one eating, why would she be crying? The Heine that we know could care less about anybody. And a phenomena of a shadow having empathy isn't new because we see Ushio's shadow. But why? Like, could there have been a split? Could Mother Heine, could she have been possessing the girl? Maybe? Maybe she knows it's Hizuru's twin since they are friends? Maybe. But I'm trying to figure out, why would Heine be showing compassion? We see how Heine acts now. Like, it feels like that being isn't capable of compassion. So why, like, the crying and all of this? Maybe. Maybe. Because we haven't, I'm trying to think, like, what I'm thinking about is that we haven't seen a shadow, like, influence someone, right? We haven't seen a shadow, like, control someone, like a human. It's like, for instance, like Shinpei, I won't use Shinpei as an example. I'll use Mio as an example. Like, Mio is like our regular Mio, not Shadow Mio or anything. We haven't seen like a shadow be able to like use their shadow influence on them. Like, anytime we've seen something like that, that individual has always turned out to be a shadow. So is this, I'm trying to think, like, could this have been a situation in which Heine was a little girl, and see, I don't want to use Heine because Heine is the name of the god of the fishermen. This little girl, was being influenced in a way that we haven't seen before. Like, she was a real little girl being influenced in a way that we haven't seen by Heine. Or could this have been a situation in which Heine got copied? Hiruko? No, Hiruko is the name of the goddess of. Yes, you're right. Thank you. There's too many damn names in this series. Can't keep up. I can't keep up. But my thought process is, what if we are experiencing a similar situation to Ushio? Because I'm leaning off of thinking of this is when Ushio says, Shadow Ushio that is, says that she has like this hunger and it's not satiated, but if she were to copy Ushio, it would be satiated, but she's able to fend off that hunger. What if there was a situation in which Heine was a shadow, not an evil shadow, eventually succumbed to the hunger, attacked Ryunosuke, therefore being converted by Hiruko and becoming like the vessel for it. Am I making sense? Me and Blackbridge are damn near thinking the same exact thing. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, now that I think about it, I believe Tokiko said that Hiruko prefers to be called Haine for whatever reason, which is also probably important now that I think about it. Yeah. Thinking about it, it could have been a situation in which Haine was that little girl, was a shadow. Yeah, we both were thinking like was a shadow similar to Ushio. And now it makes me want to go back and think about whenever she was talking to Ushio whenever they had captured her about like there's something different about you, like I want to like convert you. Remember that? Was that last episode? Was that 2 episodes ago? Where she's like, I want to convert you, I want to like change you or rewrite you or something. Could that be a similar situation in which someone else, like another individual? I don't know what just happened. Right? It's like another person. I just want to pause on this frame again. I wonder. Because the black stuff looks like, the more I'm thinking about it, doesn't the black stuff is shadow stuff, not black blood, but shadow stuff. Could this be that? Now that you're looking at it, that could be like shadow stuff, shadow moving or something like that. Book club, it's gonna come back. Every week I say it's gonna come back, and it's been 6 weeks now. I'm gonna bring it back. Hey, escapist. At least there's someone looking for it. Someone's looking for it. And that frame of her right eye looks normal though. It does. Which makes me feel like Ryunosuke is about to pluck that thing out like Madara. Because if this is the same area in which Ryunosuke is laying dead, bleeding out after getting choked, he the eye must have been plucked in this moment, right? It had to have been plucked in this moment. Seems like she's being consumed by shadow, yeah. This is a good episode, man. But why? I don't know. I don't know why you would. I still don't understand how Ryunosuke is actually inside of Hizuru. If Haine killed Ryunosuke, why not just take the eye back? They can't find the body. That's what's weird. That's so many weird things because we've seen Hizuru crying over a bloodied and dying / dead Ryunosuke. Big Shadow Dude told Haine they both don't know where the body is. They can't find the eye. So it's like it's just like there's so many things which just like I don't understand. Because we've seen the body. It's like we've seen the body. We saw his body. And if Haine was there, what transpired that you couldn't have just snatched the eye back? How is Ryunosuke inside of Hizuru? That's the big question. He's literally inside of her. They're switching. They switch. This isn't like a dissociative thing. Like, no, he's actually in there. And they take turns sharing the body. Like, she has to record stuff on her phone so that she can talk to him. I don't know. Yeah, Chuns. Yes. If the eye from Shinpei's is a shadow, that means someone copied the eye. I think why it's not making sense until right now. The reason why they've been spending the last 3 to 4 episodes explaining this whole I copied this to do this, to make this nail gun A, nail gun B. I feel like they're beating you across the head to show you what they did with the eye as a failsafe. That's what it feels like. Now that you, like, they did it again. This is the third time they've explained this whole. We have real nail gun. We have copy nail gun. We delete copy nail gun. We make new copy nail gun. We keep this copy so that destroyed copy is gone, and this and that, so that we never have the real nail gun with us. We only have a copy with us, so we never lose the nail gun. I feel like they're beating you across the head, because if the eye that Shinpei has is a shadow eye, then they probably did some copy shenanigans so that Heine could never get to the original eye. The original eye must be somewhere. It's the only way. It's because they keep explaining it. It's the only way that I can. It's like, why do you keep explaining it? I could, like, if we're all sitting here, I could care less how you got the nail gun. All I need to know is that you got the nail gun. Why keep explaining the process of the nail gun to me? Unless that process is important. And now that we remember the eye, they plucked the eye out of Shinpei's head and it disappeared in front of them. So if that's not the real eye needs to be somewhere. If the real eye is somewhere, who actually has the real eye? Like, if Ushio gave this copy of the eye to Shinpei, could someone have shown her the real eye? She made a copy of the real eye. She now holds a copy of the real eye, and she gave that to him. So even if we trace our way back to dead Ushio, whatever version of Ushio that is, we still can't get the real eye. I don't know. Yeah, and it can't be copied from him because I don't know why it can't be copied from him. It can't be taken from him. Excuse me. I don't know why it can't be taken from him, but it can't be taken from him. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think of, because Ushio is able to, because I'm trying to think. The reason why we were able to make a copy of the nail gun is because Ushio kept the data of the eye. So no matter what, she can just like pluck the hair, turn the hair into the nail gun, because she still has the data. So if the eye can't be removed from Shinpei, then in theory that means Shinpei, like, the eye was implanted into a Shinpei. I'm trying to think, because Shinpei got that eye not in the real world, it seems like. If we go from the very first scene of episode 1, he wasn't conscious when that happened. So maybe he was gifted the copy of that eye in some ethereal plane, whatever plane we were in. And because we're not in that plane anymore, the eye can't be taken from him because it's a part of his whole data. So it's like you just can't pluck it from him because it's a part of his data that was given to him somewhere else. Like, what we're seeing, like, in theory, this isn't like the real Shinpei we're looking at. This is like a data version of Shinpei that's I'm too deep. I'm losing myself. I'm confusing myself. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. This damn show. This is good. This is a good show. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call this stream here. We've been here for an hour. So what I'm gonna do, link is in the description. Head over to the Discord. We're gonna rewatch this episode in the Discord. I'm gonna pull the whiteboard over. We're gonna update it. We're gonna erase some pictures, erase some of our questions, get our notes down, and we're gonna do that. We'll probably be in there for an hour and a half, and I'll make sure to upload that Discord stream once we finish to the channel as soon as possible. It doesn't take that long for me to do it. It's just I'm lazy. So link is in the description to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, head over to the Discord. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Thank you guys for stopping by. It's not a Friday, so I appreciate you guys swinging by for this. There should be a movie night tonight. I'll try to make that happen. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'm trying to think of anything else I have to say. I'll be here tomorrow for my hero stuff. Have a good rest of your week. Excuse me. It got hot all of a sudden down here. What the heck? Have a good rest of your week, and hopefully, God willing, I see you guys back here next Saturday. No, Friday. I don't want to be here on Saturday. Next Friday for episode 14 of Summertime Rendering. So thank you. Head over to the Discord. I'll be over there, and have a good one. Peace out.